It starts with a knock at the door or perhaps a tentative phone call. Your adult child, once brimming with independence and ambitions of their own, has hit a roadblock. Maybe it's a mountain of debt, a failed business venture, or just the harsh economic realities of modern life catching up with them. Regardless of the reason, they're now asking to come back home, and as a parent, your first instinct might be to open your arms and say, "Of course." After all, love and support are part of the fabric of parenting, no matter how old our children become. But as you consider their request, a tangle of emotions may emerge: worry, doubt, and even resentment. At this stage of life, many older adults are envisioning a quieter chapter, one focused on enjoying well-earned freedoms. The idea of appending that to accommodate an adult child's return can feel overwhelming, and the question arises, how do you navigate this unexpected shift without losing your balance? When adult children move back in due to financial struggles, it's rarely just a practical issue. The situation often brings a flood of emotional complexities for everyone involved. For the parent, it can feel like an unsettling reversal of roles. You've spent decades raising your children to become self-sufficient, and now, just as you begin to savor the fruits of your efforts, they're back under your roof. For the child, the situation may stir feelings of shame or failure, which can manifest as tension or defensiveness. These dynamics create fertile ground for misunderstandings and conflict, making it critical to approach the situation with clarity, compassion, and firm boundaries. First, it's important to recognize that this is not an isolated phenomenon. In recent years, an increasing number of young and middle-aged adults have returned to live with their parents. Economic downturns, job market shifts, and skyrocketing housing costs have made it difficult for many to maintain financial stability. Add to that the lingering effects of personal missteps, such as accumulating credit card debt or poorly managed investments, and the challenge grows even more significant. The return of an adult child, therefore, is not necessarily a reflection of your parenting or their character. It's often a byproduct of external pressures combined with individual circumstances. Still, acknowledging this broader context doesn't make the personal challenges any less real. Before your child moves back home, it's crucial to have an honest conversation about expectations. Transparency is key to ensuring that this new arrangement doesn't lead to frustration or resentment down the road. Begin by discussing the reasons behind their financial troubles. This isn't about assigning blame, but about understanding the root causes of their difficulties. Were they living beyond their means? Did they lose a job or experience an unforeseen expense? This information can help you gauge the level of support they genuinely need and how you might best provide it without enabling poor habits. Once you understand their situation, set clear boundaries about what living together will look like. This is your home, after all, and you have every right to establish rules that protect your peace and independence. Will they contribute financially, either through rent or covering specific expenses like groceries or utilities? If they are unable to pay right away, outline a timeline for when they should start contributing. This not only fosters accountability, but also helps prevent the arrangement from feeling one-sided. It's equally important to address household responsibilities. While you may have once been the default caretaker when they lived with you as children, those days are long gone. Make it clear that as adults, they are expected to pull their weight. This could mean cooking, cleaning, or taking on tasks like yard work. The goal is to create an environment where everyone feels respected and valued, rather than reverting to old parent-child dynamics that may leave you feeling overburdened. As you establish these practical arrangements, don't neglect the emotional aspect of this transition. Having your adult child move back home can bring up mixed feelings on both sides. You might feel a sense of pride in being able to help, but also sadness or frustration that they need help at all. They, on the other hand, might wrestle with embarrassment or anger, which could lead to defensiveness. Open communication is the best way to navigate these emotions. Let them know it's okay to feel conflicted, and create space for them to share their thoughts without fear of judgment. At the same time, don't hesitate to voice your own concerns or needs. This isn't about assigning blame, but fostering mutual understanding. One thing to guard against is the risk of enabling. While it's natural to want to shield your children from hardship, constantly bailing them out can do more harm than good. Helping them return to financial stability doesn't mean solving all their problems for them. It means empowering them to solve their problems themselves. Encourage them to take responsibility for their situation, whether that involves finding a new job, creating a budget, or seeking financial counseling. If they've made mistakes, let them face the consequences of those mistakes. This is not an act of cruelty, but of love. By holding them accountable, you're helping them build the resilience and skills they need to thrive on their own. Finally, don't lose sight of your own needs in the process. As someone in your 60s or beyond, this chapter of life should be about prioritizing your well-being. Whether that means maintaining hobbies, social connections, or simply enjoying quiet time, make sure these elements of your life remain intact. Sacrificing everything for your child's comfort will only breed resentment over time. It's okay to say no if a request feels unreasonable or to enforce rules that preserve your sense of autonomy. Remember, setting boundaries isn't an act of selfishness. It's a way to ensure that the living arrangement benefits both parties rather than becoming a source of tension. Navigating this new reality may not be easy, but it can also be an opportunity for growth for both you and your child. By approaching the situation with clear expectations, open communication, and a commitment to balance, you can create a living arrangement that works for everyone. The process might even strengthen your bond, reminding you both that family is a source of support and resilience in challenging times. As you prepare to embark on this journey, remember, it's not about returning to the past, but about forging a new path forward, one that reflects the respect, love, and independence you've both worked so hard to achieve. But even with the best intentions, challenges are inevitable. Financial stress is often accompanied by emotional strain, and it's not uncommon for tensions to rise in a multi-generational household. Disagreements over finances, lifestyle choices, or even the division of space can create friction, especially if expectations weren't clearly outlined from the beginning. To address these challenges, regular check-ins can be invaluable. Set aside time to discuss how the arrangement is working and whether adjustments are needed. These conversations should be framed as collaborative rather than confrontational. For example, instead of saying, "You're not holding up your end of the bargain," you might say, "I've noticed some areas where we could both improve. Can we talk about it?" This approach fosters an atmosphere of mutual respect and problem solving. It's also essential to strike a balance between being supportive and encouraging independence. While it's natural to want to help, there's a fine line between providing a safety net and creating a comfort zone that discourages growth. For instance, if your child is struggling to find employment, you might help them network or refine their resume, but avoid taking over the job search entirely. Similarly, if they're learning to manage their finances, consider guiding them through the process of creating a budget rather than simply covering their expenses. This balance not only alleviates the pressure on you, but also empowers your child to take ownership of their future. Another critical element is fostering a sense of partnership within the household. Living with an adult child doesn't mean you're the sole provider or decision maker. It means sharing responsibilities and respecting each other's autonomy. For example, if your child wants to redecorate their room or bring in furniture that better suits their needs, encourage them to contribute to the cost or handle the arrangements themselves. These small gestures can reinforce the idea that they are an equal participant in the household rather than a dependent. At the same time, it's essential to maintain the boundaries that protect your own independence. Whether it's carving out time for yourself or setting limits on shared spaces, these boundaries ensure that you can continue to enjoy the lifestyle you've worked hard to build. Throughout this process, it's helpful to remember that growth often comes from discomfort. While it may be tempting to shield your child from every hardship, facing challenges head-on is what ultimately prepares them for the future. Encourage them to view this period as an opportunity to reassess their priorities and develop new skills. Whether it's learning to live within their means, pursuing additional education, or exploring new career paths, this time at home can be a springboard for positive change. By framing the experience in this way, you can help transform what might initially feel like a setback into a stepping stone toward a brighter future. At the same time, don't underestimate the value of celebrating small victories. When your child reaches a milestone, whether it's paying off a credit card, landing a job, or even sticking to a budget for a month, take the time to acknowledge their progress. These moments of recognition can provide a much-needed boost of confidence and motivation. They also serve as a reminder that the journey toward financial stability is a marathon, not a sprint, and that every step forward is worth celebrating. While this chapter of life may not be what you envisioned, it offers its own unique rewards. By navigating the challenges with patience, empathy, and a focus on mutual growth, you can create a living arrangement that strengthens your relationship and lays the groundwork for your child's eventual independence. And as you move forward together, remember that the goal is not just to weather the storm, but to emerge from it stronger, wiser, and more connected than ever before. This experience also offers an opportunity for reflection on what family means in this stage of life. The bonds you share with your child have evolved over decades, from guiding their first steps to offering support in moments of difficulty. Now, the dynamic shifts again, providing a chance to build an adult relationship based on mutual respect. While the circumstances may not be ideal, the time spent together can foster deeper understanding and connection. Conversations once postponed due to the hustle and bustle of life can now take center stage. Sharing stories, revisiting cherished memories, or even navigating the day-to-day together can create moments of joy that transcend the stress of the situation. As you navigate this new chapter, it's essential to seek out support if you need it. Turning to friends, support groups, or professional counselors can provide an outlet for your own concerns and frustrations. Remember, you are not alone in this experience. Many other parents face similar challenges, and connecting with others can offer valuable insights and a sense of solidarity. Additionally, exploring resources in your community, such as financial literacy workshops or career counseling for your child, can also ease the burden and help create a clear path forward. Ultimately, this period of life is not defined by its challenges, but by how you rise to meet them. Supporting your child through a difficult time while maintaining your own well-being requires balance, strength, and patience. By fostering accountability, maintaining open communication, and cherishing the moments of connection, you can transform what might seem like a setback into an opportunity for growth. Together, you and your child can face the road ahead with resilience, hope, and a renewed appreciation for the enduring power of family. As your child prepares to leave home again, perhaps for the second or third time, take the opportunity to reflect on how far you've both come. These transitional moments are bittersweet, marked by a mix of pride, relief, and a touch of lingering worry. Yet, they also signify progress. By weathering this storm together, you forge a stronger bond and laid the foundation for a healthier, more sustainable relationship moving forward. Encourage your child to set clear goals for the next stage of their journey, whether that involves securing a stable job, paying down debts, or finding a new place to live. Offer your support and guidance where needed, but trust in their ability to navigate these next steps independently. Let them know that your home will always be a place of love and support, but that you also trust in their capacity to succeed on their own. This expression of confidence can provide them with the boost they need to face the challenges ahead. Finally, give yourself credit for navigating this complex and often emotionally taxing situation. Allow yourself the grace to acknowledge that you've done your best, both as a parent and as an individual. The ability to strike a balance between providing support and maintaining boundaries is no small feat. Recognize the strength it takes to adapt to changing circumstances while holding firm to your values and needs. This chapter, though unexpected, serves as a testament to the enduring nature of familial bonds and the resilience that defines the human spirit. By facing these challenges together, you and your child have created a foundation for future growth and connection. And as you each step forward into the next phase of your lives, you do so with the knowledge that no matter what lies ahead, the strength of your relationship will continue to guide and sustain you both. As we wrap up this journey through the complexities of navigating life with adult children moving back home, it's worth taking a moment to reflect on the resilience, love, and adaptability it takes to make it work. These situations aren't easy, not for you and not for your child. But through open communication, firm boundaries, and mutual respect, they can become opportunities for growth and deeper connection. Every challenge carries within it the seeds of transformation, and you've shown the courage to face it head-on. Now, before we close, let's take a second to chat about something lighter. You know, the funny moments that pop up in these situations. Like when your child starts telling you their preferred way to fold the laundry, or when they reorganize the fridge and suddenly everything is alphabetized. Who knew yogurt needed such precise placement? Life in a multi-generational household isn't just about overcoming challenges. It's about finding joy in the quirks and shared moments. Don't forget to savor those, the laughter, the inside jokes, the impromptu heart-to-hearts over late-night snacks. They make all the difference. And hey, we hope this video helped provide some clarity, encouragement, or even just a sense of camaraderie. You're not alone in facing these unique life transitions, and together, we can navigate them with grace and a little humor to boot. If you enjoyed this content and want to keep up with more tips, stories, and thoughtful explorations of life's twists and turns, make sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on our latest uploads. We've got so much more to share with you, and we can't wait to have you along for the ride. Take care of yourself. Cherish those precious family moments, and have a truly wonderful day. See you next time